Hello everybody, happy Wednesday. Meteorologist DJ Baker here with you guys, and we are seeing plentiful amounts of cloud cover pretty much across the state line. And of course we are seeing some blue, those are some frost advisories I'll touch on here in just a second. When it comes to our temperatures, we are a little bit cooler compared to yesterday, as of course we are still seeing those clouds overhead. A change of 3 degrees in Rockford, 5 down in Rochelle/Sterling Rock Falls, with temperatures now sitting in the middle 40s to upper 40s. And to put it in perspective, lows this morning got down to the mid 40s, so not much change compared to what we saw here for our lows compared to what our highs are going to be. A big reason that, of course, is those clouds overhead, but also just due to our winds. As right now we're seeing winds out of the west northwest near sustained 15 to 20 or so miles per hour, with some wind gusts potentially reaching up to 30 miles per hour and some change. So with that in mind, we're going to see a bit of a brisk day for us here, with highs topping out only into the upper 40s. Maybe 1 or 2 locations could break into those low 50s, but still below where we should be at for this time of year. Definitely a day where a lot of us are going to be wearing those long sleeves and potentially even turning our furnaces on for the very first time this year. Now tonight, it is going to get downright cold, as I do expect temperatures to fall down to the middle and even some lower 30s across the region, because our skies will gradually start to clear out and winds will start to calm just a little bit. So definitely a 2-blanket kind of night. But of course, with any time we have lows this cold, and especially earlier on this season, well, we do have some frost advisories. Now with it, they will go into effect at midnight here tonight all the way through 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you have any plants, I would recommend either going ahead covering up or bringing them inside if at all possible. Now progressing on to our Thursday, luckily those clear skies overnight are going to remain heading into our afternoon, as sunshine is set to make its return. Definitely something good, but the warmth, not so much, because we'll still see winds out of the northwest, at times gusting near about 20 or so miles per hour. So not as brisk or as breezy, but still going to be a bit on the cool side compared to where we should be at for this time of year. Now overnight Thursday into Friday morning, I think it's probably going to be the coldest day that we've seen in quite some time. Temperatures are likely to get down to the lower 30s, and even in some locations, the upper 20s are not out of the question. So while today we have our first frost advisory, at least widespread frost advisory of the season, I think overnight tomorrow we could see our first freeze watch, if not maybe even our first freeze warning. Definitely something we are going to be keeping a very close eye on. So I would recommend downloading our WIFR First or Weather app, because it'll go ahead and inform you if we do see any of those frost advisories, freeze watches, or freeze warnings, and you'll be the first to know. Now progressing on though through the remainder of the week, a steady increase in our temperatures, going from quite a bit below normal now back to a few degrees above where we should be at by the time we get towards the weekend and next week. So it is looking to be very, very pleasant here over the next couple of days, especially heading into this weekend. As with it, my clicker just died, so I am going to continue to talk about it, as this weekend I do fully anticipate us getting well into the upper 50s to lower 60s. So definitely looking at a very pleasant weekend ahead. So if you have any plans that you want to watch any football, it doesn't get much better than this, especially with the leaves changing, and looking ahead to the end of our October into the start of our November. Temperatures are likely to be above normal, putting us into the upper 50s to lower 60s. So definitely not a bad forecast, with the exception of some cold start to our days, as again, especially overnight Thursday into our Friday morning. Now progressing on into our weekend, upper 50s to lower 60s. And we do have a rain chance heading into Monday night into our Tuesday morning. Well, that's something we'll keep track of. Nothing severe expected though, but definitely could give us some beneficial rainfall.